Hello there. How are you this evening or afternoon, or it really depends on when you're watching this. So, in today's session, I'll be reading you a book, another whole book, part of the book, and I probably won't maintain this accent. Let us begin. Oh, and let me preface this by saying that I think a lot of nursery rhymes and these stories we tell kids, you know, whether they're playing games like Ring Around the Rosie or you're singing them to sleep, they're all horrible. They're all horrible. I mean, babies falling out of trees. I mean, come on, I have to buy a baby. What's up with that? No, wait, let me, don't do sleep. If I die before I wake, what's up with that? So, I'm going to be reading a story called Three Little Pigs. It might be called something else. It's not really written right here. Shall we? So once upon a time, there was three little pigs. Okay? And they were basically being stalked by this wolf. Okay. The bacon-loving wolf. Anyway, so check it out. So this wolf is stalking these three pigs, and the first pig, they're like trying to run away from the wolf, and they don't know where to go. So they decide to like construct themselves houses to protect themselves from the wolf. Now, what's the wolf doing while they're constructing these houses? I don't know, but you think that while they're like making their houses, he would have just swooped in, you know, and blood everywhere, and bacon. So the first little piggy, and no, he didn't go to market. Well, he did go to market. He went to Home Depot, actually, because he was building himself a house of straw. Now, the only time you could really build a house, luckily this wolf was stalking them in summertime when they have straw. You know what? No, it wasn't summer. It was like fall, because Halloween there's a lot of straw. Okay, we'll go with fall. So, fall was when, luckily, you know, he was constructing his house. So he's constructing his house, and who knows, you know, like the wolf was probably out partying with friends or whatever, not really being bothered by the fact that, you know, this pig is constructing this house so that he can't get into it. Constructed his house, and the wolf came by one day, because he really wasn't busy. He was hungry. I don't think he had breakfast either. And he's like, wow, this is a stupid home that you've built. What, I'm gonna come in and eat your fat back. And the pig said, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. I can't imagine a chin on a pig, but I'm envisioning in my head like this chin with this mole on it, with little hairs coming on. The wolf's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm coming in anyways. And he blows on that bitch, and that house just whoosh. Yeah, like straw in the wind. Just like straw in the fucking wind. Whoosh. And the wolf's like, that little piggy actually runs off to his brother's house, who his brother constructed a house made out of what did he make his house out of? He made his house out of poo? Man, can't imagine living in a shit shack. How about we say paper? We'll say paper, because actually this isn't really, I think it's the New Testament. Yeah, this is the New Testament. But it kind of looks like a book that would contain a really scary story for kids, right? So, I'm coming in after your fat back asses, and I want to eat you, and I'm gonna eat you slow. I'm gonna eat you slow. I'm gonna eat you slow. Yeah, this is cheap. Look at the paper came out. Yeah, he blew on that house, and it's gone. You know, this wolf, why does he blow on the houses? Where did he get the idea to blow? I mean, couldn't he just walk through the door and, you know? What's up with that? What are you doing on the weekends, Wolfie? So, and then he goes over to the third house, because they run over there, and he's like, what the fuck? He's a lazy wolf. I guess maybe that's why he blows, is he just, and then, you know. Yeah, there's a joke in there. Back in 1 minute. Okay, I know that wasn't a minute, but whatever. Okay, so check it out. The pigs, they run over to their brother's house and they're partying because this guy's got a fucking brick house. I mean, Rick James came over there and started singing, brick house, brick house. And you know, Rick James doesn't just go over to any pig's house. But I heard he's a big fan, or he was, a big fan of bacon. Okay, so like he gets over to the third house and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house in and all that jive, and he's actually doing that with his head and rolling his eyes. You can't really see me rolling my eyes, but the pigs are like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, and they're partying inside. I mean, they know that wolf ain't getting inside, so they get like chick pigs over there, and they got fucking drugs, and they're dancing, and there's naked pig stuff going on. This is just. But he tries, and he huffs, and he puffs, and and he's like, his neck gets really tired because he's for like so long. He can't get in, so he decides to climb up to the roof. You know, I don't know how he does that though. I mean, he's a wolf, so like he's Spider Wolf, Spider Wolf, Spider Wolf. So he climbs up to the top, and the pigs notice that, and they're like, man, let's set this bitch on fire. So they put like a little fire in the fireplace, and they're waiting for that wolf to bring himself on down. And the wolf, you know, he goes down the chimney. He becomes engorged in flames. And he falls, and he's running around the room because he's on fire, and he's screaming. And there's naked pigs screaming, and it's chaos. It's just chaos. And he's setting stuff on fire, and there's one pig out there doing like flaming sambucas, and it was pretty crazy. It was like Pigs Gone Wild kind of thing. But anyways, yeah. So the wolf died. Well, you know, because they're little. And it doesn't take much to set the motherfuckers on fire. So, pretty much the end of the story. Is there a moral to the story? I'm not sure.